Hey guys, so I'm getting ready to work out, but I get a lot of questions when people ask specifically like how to get more vegetables in, or oh my god, vegetables for breakfast, what do I eat? And I suggest carrot hash browns. And I always get the look, what? How do you make those? So there's two ways that I make them. There's one way that I bake them that is almost identical to baking potatoes. They're my favorite. I prefer them baked, but sometimes I don't have time to bake them. Just like potatoes, that takes 25, 30, 40 minutes, depending on the slice and temperature of your stove. So, forgive me, I do have a little cold. The other way that I make them is fried. So, I'm going to show you how that looks. So, this is how I cut them. Let's start there. So this is my fancy tool. And all I do is I take my carrot and I slice off the end with the vegetable peeler. And I get all these cute little rounds, right? So then you have your oven, your pan going. If you've watched me before, you know I don't need very high heat with between my pans and my stove. That is sufficient. The other thing, you do want a lower heat because these are so small. You don't want them to burn. So if you have it up too high, these will burn really quickly. So I do have a little bit of canola oil spray in there, and you can see it's starting to change color in there. So it's time to get these in there. You want that sizzle. That sizzle means they're cooking. That's wonderful. So now all I do is I occasionally give them a stir. So you'll see these rounds will get stuck together. So sometimes you'll just have to sit there and break them up. So I like to cook them until they're a little bit brown on the edges. I'll come back and I'll show you. This won't take very long. So right now, 7:19, I'm going to let them cook. I'm going to stir them occasionally. And then I'll be back when they're at the desired doneness that I like, and I'll show you what that looks like. So the time is 7:27, and you can see my carrots are quite well cooked. They're browning on the edges. They're very wilted. So I'm going to remove them now from the heat. I am going to add my French fry spice. This is what I like to use to make it taste like hash browns. So I just sprinkle that on there. They do taste a lot like carrots, so feel free with the spice. There is no salt in there at all, so this is all completely free spices to add. I will be adding a little bit of sea salt though, but this way I control how much. And then I am all done. I'll show you the final product. And so here it is. I have my eggs, my toast, and my hash browns. Bon appetit!